If you just started playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, let me share some tips and tricks with you that hopefully help you save some time and give you a smooth start. I've included short overviews for topics such as the Animus Hub, the Hideout and the Scout system combined with some tips. Also a thank you to Ubisoft. They've sent me a review key which enables me to cover the game and share it with you guys. Now, as always, there are no story spoilers in this video, only general info that has been made public prior to release by Ubisoft. Instead, we'll just focus on gameplay, starting with character development and progression, which is a combination of increasing your character level, your knowledge rank and the mastery system. How this works is you can increase your character level by simply playing the game, since almost every activity will earn you some XP. An interesting side note is that character level is tied to both protagonists, so both characters will always be at the same level. Then we have the mastery system. Basically, these are your skill trees with different ones for Naoe and Yasuke. In order to learn a skill, you need to pay an X amount of mastery points, which you can earn by leveling up, killing samurai daisho, completing open world challenges and from side quests. Two beginner skills I can recommend are Assassination Damage 1 and Double Assassination. The first one will make your assassination strikes be more powerful by removing one extra health bar on your enemy, allowing you to take on stronger ones. The second one will allow you to take out two enemies at the same time when they stand close together. For this you'll need a Tento, which you won't have in the beginning, but you can buy one from a gear vendor. Early on you can find one here in Sakai. There can, however, be an additional requirement to unlocking certain skills, which brings us to your knowledge rank. Your knowledge rank determines which skills you have access to. You start at the bottom row, rank 2 gives you access to the next row above, and so on. In essence, the more you know, the better you become. Increasing your rank follows the same concept as character level. Gain enough points to advance to the next rank. Now, knowledge points are gained by completing activities on your map marked with an orange hexagon, such as collecting lost scrolls near temples, praying at shrines, and meditating. Now, gaining XP and mastery points is easier and faster as opposed to knowledge points, so it won't hurt to collect those whenever you can. The best way to gain knowledge points is by exploring the map using the roads as much as possible, since this will lead you to temples and lookouts. When you mainly go from A and B by plowing through the forest and crossing the hills, then you're more likely to miss some of these places. You'll also come across these smaller shrines by the side of the road, and if you pray at one, you'll receive a shrine blessing, giving you a temporary stat bonus. Better yet, you can repeat this to get a new buff, allowing you to cycle through buffs until you get the one that you want. Now, I'm sure you've noticed these huge castles spread across the landscape, and I can highly recommend going for Castle Osaka once you've gotten the hang of the controls and gained a few levels. Each castle has a grand prize in the form of a loot chest at the top of the main building, but to unlock it, you first have to kill a number of samurai daisho who are walking around the castle grounds. Now, over at Katano Castle, you can loot this awesome light armor for Naoe that allows you to throw a free kunai at the closest enemy after an assassination, which is really nice if you come across two enemies at once, or even better, when you have the double assassination skill, you can take on a group of 3 with ease. With its introduction early on in the main storyline, the Hideout might seem like a side activity, but it actually plays a big role in your access to and ability to interact with content in the game. The Hideout is also a place where you can display decorative items you'll come across or admire the paintings you've made. Now, you can construct and upgrade several buildings, some of which are available straight away, and others can be found as a quest reward. Now, these buildings can either buff your abilities or enhance mechanics such as the scout system or seasonal quests, but also give you the ability to improve your weapons using engravings. Engravings simply apply another buff to your epic or legendary gear piece. When you talk to the blacksmith at the forge building, you can see the entire list of available engravings. Now, some can be looted from chests, others will first need to be unlocked by completing quests or killing specific targets. Be on the lookout for gear with engravings that remove one or more additional health bars on assassinations, as these are some of the most powerful engravings in the game when you're playing as Naoe. Another mechanic that can be improved in your hideout is the scout system. Scouts can be used on the map to pinpoint objectives or smuggle goods from castles. You start out with 3 scout slots, giving you 3 uses. You can gain additional uses by upgrading your scout building, and then they'll also bring you resources at the end of a season. When you run out of uses before the next season starts, you can refill them in your hideouts by paying some mon or when you come across roadside encounters. When you move around the map by road, you will come across these small encounters that, once solved in a less than diplomatic way, will give you the option to choose between a world rumor and scout intel. Choosing a world rumor will give you a side quest or a waypoint on your map, leading to a side quest or a legendary loot chest, for example. Or you can choose the scout intel, giving you 1 scout refill. Besides following the main storyline quests, you can also take on contracts, which you can access from your hideouts. Contracts are small quests that require you to take out a leader, raid a small camp, or assassinate a high-profile target. They'll help you gain XP and resources to expand your hideout with. Also, you might have noticed the Animus button in the top left corner present in all the menus, which is a new concept in the AC franchise. Here's a short breakdown. First, we have Memories, which is basically a way to access the different Assassin's Creed franchise's characters from the other games. If you own any of those, you can access them from here. Next, we have Projects, which are similar to Battle Passes, where you can unlock rewards by completing quests that will grant you data fragments. Now, I spent way too much time trying to figure out in the beginning how to unlock or even start these, but you have to progress 2 and complete a main story quest called Heads Will Roll, after which you'll be able to unlock the quests that will grant you data fragments. Now, this works in a similar fashion like the contracts. Then there's the Exchange, a rotating storefront where you can buy legendary gear by spending keys. Keys can be acquired through the Shadow projects and can also be found throughout the in-game world. There are a lot more details I can tell about the hub and other things like where to find cool gear or what works well as a build, but I'll do that in another video or videos, which is why now is the perfect time to subscribe, because I'll post new AC Shadows videos with tips and tricks over the coming few weeks. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like to support it and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Also, I'll be streaming AC Shadows next week Tuesday here on YouTube and on Twitch as well, something new that I started. So link is in the description if you want to join me there to have some fun, or I'll get some of your questions answered if I can. For now, thanks for watching and see you next time here on the channel. Bye guys, have a good one.